Alright, it's JabbyFX here, and I'm here to show you guys my short trade, 162 ROI. Basically, this is an additional trade, so it's technically two trades, so roughly around 7 to 8 RR risk reward. So let's get into it, okay? So what did I say over here? Marked this out last week. Basically, I marked this out a long time ago, right? Before all of this price action started forming. So mark this out, and now we're here, right? So it seems we're back at the 4 hour supply zone with the sweep. Two areas I'm looking for a reversal here or the one above, as I showed in the previous image. So good place to TP and longs or spot buys, and basically I entered short. As I told you guys, when you go to a supply zone with a sweep, then that's a short. So I sent this at 106,763, right? Already entered, as I showed you guys. So before we continue, let's just do a quick bird's eye view on price action, like what's going on here, all right? Before the trade proper, all right? So what do we see here? Pretty much tried to let's turn on that EMA. We tried to break this October 10, you know, dead cat bounce, but we did not. In fact, we swept it and we pretty much went lower. So the 4 hour moving average has been dynamic resistance this whole move. Okay. One here, one here. Now this was the attempt at pretty much reclaiming the 4 hour moving average to target around 120, right? For some kind of continuation. However, what happened was this ended up being a sweep deviation back into the range, and this is a significant break of structure, right? This volume sell-off, the sell-off with volume and candle body close, that tells me, all right, prices do not want to go higher, and we're pretty much poised for much, much lower. Um, but with the recent price action, let's just focus on this. So this is a candle body close, and we have a supply zone over here. Now, price went here, broke back down. However, here's one thing that you guys should keep in mind. So we were not able to create another lower low. Okay, what does that mean? So a supply zone, basically the function of a supply zone is to drive prices lower. It did not drive prices lower, and it technically broke structure to the upside, right? So we know at some point in time this is going to be validated, which it did. So let me just show you guys how it's looking. Lower low, lower high, failed low, failed low. Suddenly, we broke structure for a possible higher high, a higher low. This is where you would technically enter for some longs. At this point, where we're like, okay, price doesn't want to go lower, price is breaking structure. This is a good long towards, guess what? Our supply zone right here. Okay. Now, for some added confluence, let me just show this for a bit. I'm going to use the 50% of the Fibonacci. So under this 50% is discount. Discounted area means good for longs. Now, above the discount, which is called premium, that's the best place to enter shorts, right? So now we have the confluence that this is the supply zone is in the premium area, I have confidence in taking this short. So what do we see? Pretty much, we saw a sweep of this supply zone, sweep of this liquidity, and at the same time, sweep of this liquidity. So we have enough liquidity to fuel this downward move. All right. Now let's go to the 1 hour. So as you can see here, this is how it looked. Quite beautiful. Now on the 1 hour, we see the exact same thing. A sweep of the 4 hour supply zone, sweep of this, and that's exactly where I entered. Right at that sweep, right at that breakdown, I am already in 106,524. Right? Okay. So targets would be this demand zone over here because we have a few arguments to be made here. Okay. So we may have a break of structure here, right? That's a possible break of structure. Even this possible break of structure. So if that is a true break of structure, I mean, if we have bullish sentiment, bullish price action back on our side, then this is the time where price could make a higher low and reverse for higher, like 110 before going much lower. That's an argument to be made, even if, even if my original TP would be, a new, fresh lower low. But again, why would I sacrifice a good trade, right? Why would I sacrifice a good trade for extra risk to reward if I know that this could be a zone where price could reverse, right? I do not want to round trip my profits. So I did not. And I opted to just, you know, take profits there. All right, now let's go to the second trade. All right. So I said here, I want to see some bearish continuation right here at the 4 hour supply zone. Can go to the refined 1 hour supply zone at most. So this is the 4 hour supply zone, and this is the 1 hour refined supply zone that I entered from. So look at the accuracy, guys. 1 hour refined supply zone. Boom, right there. That's my second entry, and pretty much straight down after that, right? Absolutely beautiful, guys. So if you guys want the proof, the executions right there. Pico top, sell, pico top, sell, and things just went down from there, right? TP hit, TP hit, right? So this is the way. If you miss the first one, you can get in at the second one, right? Or if you can do what I did, right? I can just compound the shorts because I know that the order flow, right? It favors shorts over longs, right? Because we're making consistent lower lows. We are respecting supply zones. So why not, right? Why not add to our already winning trade? All right. Very, very simple. Bitcoin has been quite generous, right? It's been giving us all we needed for our shorts, our trades. Okay. So if you actually enjoy what you're watching, if you enjoy what you see here in Velaris, and if you want to be a part of this, where I show you guys every single trade that I do, right? Even the executions, right? Well, description. The link is in the description below for the Discord. Sign up, and I'll see you on the inside.